Hi, I'm Jessica. Thank you so much for joining us for another version of Entrepreneurial Stories. I am here today with Downtown Lacey Brown, who is an amazing contributor to our community, and I am just so excited to jump into it. So,
thank you. I'm excited too.
Yes. Well, Lacey, tell us about you and kind of how you got started as Downtown Lacey Brown.
So I went through a big life change back in 2019, and realizing my mom also had found out that she was sick, and it was like a big wake-up call in my life of you have one life to live, and I'm not getting any younger. And it was at that point where I decided, all right, I want to start a business. What is that business going to be? Well, at that point, my mom was the #1 insurance agent in Montana, and
amazing.
So I had a great mentor, and I went down that path of insurance and financial services, and I haven't looked back. A friend of mine actually came up with the slogan Downtown Lacey Brown, and it has been, it's taken off. And when I introduce myself as Lacey these days, people are like, who? And I'm like, Downtown Lacey Brown. I got up on stage, I won our business, my team of women and I won Women Owned Business of the Year for Sarpy County.
Congratulations.
A couple weeks ago. Thank you.
Amazing.
For 2025. And so I got up there and I'm like, I don't know who this person in the program is that's Lacey Brown. And it was great because everybody does truly know me as that. So
yeah, that's amazing. And way to go building a brand. You know, I think people don't understand the importance of having that slogan and really embracing that.
Yes, ma'am.
And so many of our viewers are also looking to do exactly what you did, that whole life change. And I think what you mentioned is so important is that mentorship that your mom provided. Yes. Because this was a new journey for you. You'd never owned a business before. You'd never done any of that before.
No,
totally
I dabbled
new.
in things over the years, but yes, this was a brand new journey, and it was a lot to take on.
Yeah. Was she kind of the push point of like, you should go for this?
Oh gosh, no. She said she was scared to death. She was scared to death because she knows how much work it is, right?
Yes.
And she was like, oh gosh, what if? And I didn't know this until afterwards, but people close to me, they said, oh, your mom was scared to death that, like, what if she fails? And my thought always is, hey, worst thing that somebody can say is no. Worst thing you can do is fail, and you just pick up and start again, right?
Exactly.
So
I know that is very close to me. I am also a startup entrepreneur, and my mom is in the very same boat. So I think all of our moms are just trying to protect us the best they can from the ouches of the world. But truly, I think the only way you can learn sometimes is just jumping off and doing it yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
So you've obviously grown this. You have your great slogan. You're just rocking it.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned that you really have a heart for giving back to the community.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to talk a little bit about what you're doing?
Yeah. So I love, like, everything that I do. I took the 5 values or core strengths, like figuring out what your 5 core values are back a while ago, and it made so much sense to me. So one of the values that I carry is excellence.
Okay.
Because I've always just never been okay with just being at the status quo. So what do you do to push yourself every single day? And as much as I would just like to, what's the phrase? Rest on my laurels.
Yes.
I always want to say morals, and I'm like, that's not the phrase. But as much as I would just love to just be okay, I'm just not wired that way. And so, but the beauty of what I do is, as I grow my business and I continue to become more successful and meet more people, what I found is that I'm able to give back more, whether that's with time or, because time is money, but it's also the freedom. I love the fact that I've built a team that allows me the freedom to be out in the community, giving back, volunteering. Like, I've done stuff with Sasha that was just on his organization before, Project Intentional, and coat drives and toy drives. And we're actually doing an event out west tomorrow. A good friend of mine, Andrea Ray, she is running a toy drive.
Oh, I love that.
I think we have 600 people signed up. And I get to be on the cookie decorating table.
Fantastic.
She's scared to death for me. She's like, this is going to be a huge mess. I said, listen, I'm not just going to give out cookies. Like, I want these kids to decorate them. And she's like, oh my. So gonna have my bright red sequin pants on, and we're gonna have a blast.
I love that. I am just envisioning sparkles and cookie crumbs everywhere, and that sounds like a fantastic
They might not
time.
let me back in the building afterwards. I might be banned from the backlot ACX cinema for the next couple of years, but it'll be worth it. Sprinkles make everything worth it. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And the kids having a great time making that mess. That is always what I remind myself when my kitchen gets to be a mess with my kids.
No, we're not doing that at my house with my kids.
No.
We're not going to do that out there. Facts.
I love it. I love it. Somebody else can clean that up. That sounds like a great plan, by the way.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Well, I know that you're not originally from Omaha. That's correct? Yes. What keeps you here? What do you love about Omaha?
So I get really frustrated when I see things online about, complaining about different things in Omaha. And as frustrated as I am about the construction going on right now and what it's doing to some of our small businesses, I've lived a lot of different places because I was involved with the military for, 15 years.
Okay.
And so I've lived in a lot of different communities, and I have never been in a community that is so well connected, and there are so many resources here and so many people willing to help. It's you can literally go on social, you can pick up the phone, you can call me, and if you need connected to somebody, we can connect you to somebody. And people are so willing to go, I'll grab a cup of coffee with you and tell you my story and try to help you out. Absolutely. And I love that about the Midwest, that genuine, heartfelt desire to help people. And even the stuff like Sasha's doing with the coat drive and trying to give back to the earth with her I'm going to butcher everything that she's doing, so I'm not even going to try. And then the gal who was on before, Sasha, talking about how their mindset is grit to growth. They're trying to help businesses that are struggling. And that to me, I'm sure it goes on in other places in the world, I'm sure, but I've never heard of it. And we have so many pockets like that, and even the people who are interviewing, they're giving back to the community and wanting, and it's purely from it's not a mindset of I want to be a millionaire or billionaire from this. It's no, our mortgages are paid, our vehicles are paid, we've got clothes on our back. Let's figure out how to help everybody else now. And I love that. And it's all free will. It's not forced. It's not, institutionalized. It's just people being genuine.
I love that. And I love that grit. I think that's something Midwesterners are just kind of born with, I think, a little bit. We're people of the earth. There's a lot of agriculture in Nebraska, but there's a lot of other really cool stuff too.
Yeah.
But I think we carry those roots with us, and we bring that grittiness, that, inability to just let it go, no matter what the weather brings or, what's going on. So I am so happy to hear that you've also kind of embraced that Midwest attitude, and I agree with you. I am always amazed by who is willing to sit down at coffee, who's willing to say, what do you need? How can we help? It's just fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's a piece of advice? You've been on the inside starting a company. What's one thing that you would tell somebody watching this who's maybe thinking about jumping into something? What would you want to leave them with?
Well, I would, the two things that are heavy. I'm in the middle of writing a book right now, and
oh, that's so exciting.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm very excited. I'm about 65-70% of the way through. Now I haven't had an editor look at it yet, so it might be only 20% of the way through. But
that, I hear, is the brutal part of things.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that rejection yet, and the red tape. I'm no, I want to. Let me download.
Just let it be amazing right now.
But the two pieces of advice I think that I would give would be, one, just take the next right step. Just step forward a little bit. We think in big picture. I think as entrepreneurs and people who start businesses, you have to think of the big picture, but break it down to backtrack of what's the next right step. And then the last thing is, and this is going to sound a little bit brutal, but it's something that's been really heavy on my heart the last 6 months, is you reap what you sow. Meaning you can't fake it. You can fake it till you make it a little bit, but what you have to align who you are, because people, especially here, will sniff out disingenuousness. They will sniff out the people who are faking it, and you're not going to last long in this community doing that. So if you are truly, truly genuine and truly wanting to give back and truly wanting to grow something in a, I guess, what's the word, a morally correct and I don't know, just with good intentions, right?
Yeah.
And then that will align, I think, with the Midwestern values and and any values anywhere, to be honest with you, right? So
Yeah, I think, you really have to have a heart behind what you're trying to accomplish.
Correct.
It can't just be, hey, this is a great idea and it'll probably make a lot of money.
Right.
I think that the best aligned startups that I see are folks who have walked it, talked it, really have a passion to solve the problem that they have experienced.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. I love that. How can folks get a hold of you if they want to get involved in some downtown activities?
I would say the easiest way is to just go to my website, DowntownLaceyBrown.com. That's L-A-C-E-Y. And then all of my socials are all the same thing. My business page, my personal page, I'm on Instagram, LinkedIn. I think we have a Twitter account. I don't post on there very much. And Facebook and literally all of the things. So yeah, DowntownLaceyBrown.com.
Fantastic. And what's the sweet spot you like helping people find?
So my team does a lot of our auto and home insurance. I am super passionate about life insurance and again, the financial services. So I sit down with people and go through their investments and their portfolios and all of that and make sure that they're aligned. And I love that we can be a one-stop shop for that,
That is great.
and take care of everyone's, their current needs and then making sure their future assets are protected and growing as well.
That's amazing. That's
Thank you.
amazing. Well, thank you so much again.
Yes.
An amazing episode with Downtown Lacey Brown. I really hope you join us for the next time for Entrepreneurial Stories. Have a great day.
Thank you.